Today we're going to paint a beautiful floral painting together called Find Your Balance. I'm painting today on a 12 by 12 thin piece of smooth wood. I'm going to use the Donna Downey Find Balance Lotus Flower stencil. We'll also use some torn up, different colored pieces of scrapbooking paper, whatever you like, whatever colors you like. To put the scrapbook paper on the wood, we're going to use just the matte Mod Podge. The paints we'll be using today are 2 samples of wall paint. I think I got these from Lowe's. This is a Mystic Sea and Classic Red satin colors. I'll also be using just some antique parchment or cream colored acrylic paint. To put the stencil on, I have a great little stencil brush here. We'll be using a brayer. And then I also like to pick things around from the house. This is just cut off a piece of the liner that I use in my cabinets. And that is all you will need, and there'll be a list of everything I've used for you along with this tutorial. So let's get started. To get started, let's just take all of our paper and Mod Podge it to the canvas. And basically I just lay them wherever I feel they belong. So just place them, follow your intuition on where you want to put them. I Mod Podge back and front to make sure that they're sealed off nicely. And then once you've gotten your paper placed the way you want it, run your brayer through your paint and then randomly run the brayer across your canvas. And what this does is create some texture and an interesting look to the background and kind of draws it together. And then take your other tools and create different textures and designs on the canvas. I really enjoy playing around at this point, dripping paint and using different tools to stamp designs onto the canvas. Use the Lotus stencil. I like to use white just to get the stencil on there. And then I like to use a watercolor marker to go in and outline the stencil before I paint it. Once I'm done outlining it, I'm going to go in and I'm going to paint it with the red and white. Mixed together, they'll make kind of a good pink color. It'll really stand out and pop from the background. So from here, I'm just going to shadow and highlight where I want on the flower. So now that I've gotten everything shadowed in and painted in, I'm going to go around and I'm going to outline it again with the watercolor marker just to really make it stand out. And then I'm using a dark brown and a light tan colored acrylic paint to come in and put the stem of the lotus flower. Then I'm going to run the brayer through some tan paint and run it over the canvas where I'm wanting to put my lettering. And now we're going to go ahead and put the words onto the canvas. I started with my finger and I didn't like it, so I took it off, and now I'm going to do it with the watercolor marker. Just make sure everything is dry as you move along. I like to try different things when I'm creating, and that just didn't work for me, but this did. And then now I'm going to go over the letters with the acrylic paint, and I'm using the same brown and the same tan that I used in the stem of the lotus flower. And that concludes the tutorial. Thank you so much for joining me today.